Hey, my name is Yuri, and today I'd like to give you a quick demonstration of an integration between SwaggerHub, an API design and documentation solution, and webMethods API gateway. So SwaggerHub offers an API design and collaboration solution. It helps you create API specifications and collaborate on the creation of those. And for this quick demonstration, I've just created a little workspace, webMethods API management demo, and I've imported the pet store API specification. If you want to look at this, you see, SwaggerHub has a lot of nice capabilities built in to help you create the specification, create the nice documentation, all of the metadata that you would want to include in that specification. Now, what SwaggerHub also offers is an integration or a sync, as they call it, with various version control systems. So the specification and all of the work that you do within SwaggerHub are stored within SwaggerHub's own repository in the backend, but you can also synchronize that with your own GitHub repositories. And for this demo, I've created a simple GitHub repository, and it essentially has been configured on the SwaggerHub side to just push the generated Swagger specification into the main branch of my repository. I've also created one GitHub workflow. I'll be using GitHub workflows, GitHub actions as the glue between SwaggerHub and webMethods API gateway, because typically when you create a specification in SwaggerHub, the next step would be to actually go and code the implementation of that specification. So, develop your Spring Boot application, write your Node.js code, your Python code, whatever you need to do to build that service. So as part of the development process, you would also configure your CI/CD pipeline. And as part of the CI/CD pipeline here, whenever I push something to my main branch, I've used a GitHub action to push the Swagger specification to my API gateway. So this is my development server for API gateway. Right now it doesn't have any APIs, but when I do work on the SwaggerHub side and I commit my changes, I sync those changes to the GitHub repository, I expect the CI/CD pipeline that I've set up within GitHub workflows to automatically register that API here and register any new API versions there. So as you can see, I have my 1.6 version here. I could make some updates here. Just put a big fat edit in the description. And save that. And then after I've saved, when I'm happy with the changes that I've made, I can choose to sync that change to my main branch on the connected GitHub repository. Simply push those changes to the repository. By pushing those changes, what you'll notice is that the GitHub repository here shows my changes as well. I have one commit with the message made an edit, and that has been pushed to my repository. When I look at my CI/CD pipeline, you see that it's running for that commit that I just pushed. And that is running my update development job, including the update of the API or the registration of the API in the gateway. So you see my CI/CD pipeline has run successfully, which would imply that on the gateway, when I refresh, we now see the Swagger Pet Store API, which has been registered and activated, and it shows my updated description here. Similarly, when I choose to make different versions, new versions, I can simply go and add a new version, call that 1.7. I'll use the same integration, so I'll actually be pushing this new version to the main branch on my GitHub repository. And I can push that new version to the repo. So as you'll see now, we have an updated, we should be having an updated branch here, which I can create a pull request for and then merge. There we go. Now that the changes have been merged into the main branch, we see that we have our update to new version 1.7. So this is very much similar to a standard development process as it's supported by Git and GitHub, specifically in this case. And we'll see our action running in the backend for that merge of that new version that we've created. Now, the interesting part is that the GitHub action that I'm using registers a new API in the gateway if it doesn't exist yet. So if the combination of API title, Swagger Pet Store, and version 1.0.6 doesn't exist, it creates it. But if an API with the same title already exists, it will register a new version of that API. So in my development environment here, I now have 2 deployments in parallel, 2 API specifications, versions of that specification registered, 1.0.6, 1.0.7, which are both activated and ready for use in my development environment. This concludes the quick demonstration. I hope you liked it. Until next time.